already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got him.
And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
Here we go. Back. 180. No. Switch up. Switch up. Go. Check.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. He won't go down. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline.
Mike, here we go. 280. Watch the pass.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Hey, Steve 6. Check 59. Mike is 59.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. Alshon Jeffrey. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 2nd down and goal. Wentz.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. That's Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Be ready.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Left guard defense. And here we go. Shoot. 15. Yellow. Motion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Watch out for Hill on the return. And all the way in for a cannon. Kansas City touchdown. He returns the punt 64 yards on the score as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Waiting. 51. No chance.
Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. On first down, Williams. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And that's caught. City. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Wentz now on first down. Screen pass to Sproles. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, making
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Nelson Aguilar, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Under 10. To rip left. Jumper. Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, pop.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do this.
And got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
This will go for 5 up to the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Wentz now to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Attack, attack!
I got motion.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Williams. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
I got him, back to mine. I got him.
Williams. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This complete left side to Aguilar. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. We're back now in KC. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the